Good day, Bear fans, and welcome, Coyote fans. If this sound, this buzzing in the right fender well, sounds familiar to you, say you just turned on your Coyote swap car for the first time in a couple months, and now your instrument cluster is flashing theft, and your odometer reading is a bunch of dashes, it's your CCRM not being properly grounded. It's no big deal. Let me show you how to fix it. Stick around. Okay, so I have the ignition on, and let's just replicate the problem and let you hear that sound really clearly. Your main power point on your fuse box is right here. You can actually charge the battery from there. I do it all the time. Alright. Here is your CCRM. I'm going to try and get this camera in here so you can see that baby. Actually, it's focused right on it. Let's go from underneath. Alright. There she blows. Making a really nice sound. So there's a couple ways you can have this happen. One is this guy here. I'm sorry. Right here. This guy is the chassis ground. I have it actually tagged from whenever I took the car apart. So helps you out. But it's a two-prong adapter plug, and the one on the right is the one for the CCRM, obviously, because it shuts her down right now. Interestingly enough, the one on the left is not. It's the one on the right. Okay, so you're not done though. Once you ground the CCRM, when the instrument cluster booted up, it didn't see the CCRM, the PCM, the computer that runs the car, the engine. In order to make that happen, you need one more reboot, and you'll hear it. And now if I go and look at the instrument cluster, I'm going to guarantee you that I got no theft and mileage. Do you see it there? Isn't that a beautiful thing? It does say low fuel and check engine, which, let's check the engine. Yeah, see, the engine's still there. And as for low fuel, that makes sense because fuel tank isn't even hooked up right now. So, hey, you know, poor PCM's all lost. Anyways, point being, this thing boots up. The instrument cluster looks for the PCM, doesn't see it, says I'm being stolen, and triggers the alarm system. That's why you get all the dashes on your instrument cluster. Pardon me, your gauge cluster. It's because it can't talk to the PCM. It doesn't know jack. Alright, so here's one of the problems. Can be this plug right here. The other one is this plug. Alright, let me get that set up. Okay, so I have that connector disconnected, and you can see the symptoms are very similar, but you get no buzzing. Okay, so what's happened is now the PCM doesn't get power. The CCRM is happy, but the PCM is disconnected, I believe, is the problem. So in order to fix this, you really need this connector hooked back together. So let's do that real quick here, okay? By the way, some years of Mustang have two connectors that will fit the same plug. Don't mix and match them. Don't cross the streams. It's bad news. Bad things happen. Oh, all right. Reboot. Okay. Let's go take a look. See what we got. All right. Got that plug hooked back up. And as you can see, back to mileage. And dummy lights back on. Okay, so it's kind of important you have those two items hooked up, or you're going to have your theft light working, okay? So notice I've just got some random chassis ground here. It's to the engine. It's kind of important. So I see people on the forums about every few weeks somebody freaks out about this. You're in the middle of a swap and you're like, I've damaged my car. It's nothing to panic about. I'm hoping this PSA will help you. So don't forget to subscribe.